Oh yeah, like a Virgo.
Yeah, and so I'd come
Was she a
in.
Virgo?
I have no idea,
Oh.
but I know I'd come in from work and I'd unload my pockets into my hat. And you'd be sitting there on the nightstand there by the bed, and I'd go get a shower and come back. My hat would be empty, you know, and all the stuff would be in the nightstand drawer. And I had about 2 weeks worth of that happening. I asked my buddy, I'm like, hey man, did you go in my room there and move my shit? And he goes, no. He goes, but he goes, I can tell you this much. It's probably my mom, my grandmother. He goes, and I go, the one raised you? He goes, yeah. He goes, she died in that room you're in. And I go, he goes, that was all her furniture. He goes, but she had a real, you know, everything had to be in a spot, kind of thing, kind of person.
Like a Virgo.
And he said, he goes, just go in there and tell her, that you have your own system and that you'll keep everything neat and tidy, but just maybe not where she wants it. He goes, it'll quit happening. And sure enough, it did. And I saw her about 3 different times though after that, after my stuff quit getting moved around on me. And I remember I woke up from taking a nap one day. It was like middle of the day or something. And I heard someone, exhale, like, just like they were upset or something. And as I woke up, I seen her just kind of fading out there, standing there in the doorway.
Oh yeah.
And I went and asked him, I'm like, how did your grandmother look? And I described her to him, and it's like, and he goes, yeah, that's spot on. He goes, what, you find an old picture or something? And I was like, no. I go, she just standing in the doorway down there. I go, when I woke up.
Yes.
But it's pretty weird.
That sounds believable. I believe it. What else did you could just go, yeah, that makes sense. So have you ever seen any spirits after that? Like angels, wings, Jesus himself, four-faced cherubim being? Have you ever heard about the four-faced cherubim being?
Yeah. No, not the last one here.
The cherubim being?
Yeah.
Okay, I never either. Neither does preachers, but I encountered it. It's crazy. But anyways. Okay, let's see. What would you do if you saw this chick with long black hair and she was standing by like the Walmart's greeting door or whatever, but she's not working there, and you see this bubble of light beside you with wings in it and stuff. Not that she's an angel because she's a human, would never be angels, but it had wings in it. And would you tell her that, or just go inside and get your stuff and you come back out? She's still there. Then what do you do?
I'd tell her my way out probably.
You would just leave her alone? You don't want to talk to her?
No, I mean on the way in, I just I'd be like, hey, that's weird, But if I see it again on my way back out of the store,
yeah,
I'd stop and say something.
And then it goes away, but when you're about to say something, what do you want to do then?
Even if it faded out, then I'd be like, hey, look,
yes,
I just saw some weird shit.
Yes, yes, good, thank you. And then if you had a car, you had the power to give a ride. Would you give a ride? Be like, hey, you need a ride? And she'd be like, I was waiting for my way for 2 hours. Okay, when you get in the car, it starts flooding, rain. You can't even move. You can't see through the glass to even drive. But it's flooding. And it's like a relief because now you can sit down and all of a sudden these angels appear in front of you. Okay? You're sitting here driving. You're in the driver's seat in the parking lot. Thank God you can sit there and not have to drive, while you're seeing angels, like for real. 4 girl angels on this side, and then 1 guy angel right here on, and then 2 girl angels are here, and then at Indian Spirit. What would you focus on to communicate with first? Or what would you do?
I don't know that I try to communicate, but I definitely
just observe it because that's all you do, and stare at it. And what if all of a sudden, which one would you stare at first more after that Indian encounter? Because he was up right in front of you, and he went through the light, and then he came back and he showed you his peace pipe, and then whatever, and you explained exactly what that looks like, and she says, oh, I see those angels too all the time. Why aren't you sharing? Okay, so this is what happens. The guy angel, since it's like the first time you've probably ever seen the guy angel, I've seen lots of girl angels before. This is the first time I've ever seen a guy angel. What would you do if he was like hanging out, this ball of light floating around its hand, looking like he's going to give it to you? What would you do there while you're seeing this?
I don't know.
Okay,
I've seen guy angels though, and women angels, but but not for a bunch of years really.
But in spirit form, what do they look like to you?
Well, I mean, just like that. Kind of like that old picture you see, 2 kids crossing a bridge and the angels behind them. It was always more like that.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah. All of them have blonde hair, blue eyes at the last hall. Yeah. Buckhead with the wings and everything white.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
But I've always just seen them, kind of, misty apparition form behind people, or where they're, Like
around
like
a
they're
lot of
watching,
people.
watching,
They're not
watching
around.
people.
It doesn't seem like they're around everybody.
No,
But some people they are, and it's like ridiculous. They don't even share. Like
Yeah,
I can't tell nobody because they'll think I'm crazy. That's what she said.
most people though,
And who cares?
when I've seen it before, you know,
Yes.
I remember I was 20 years younger then, but when I seen it, I'd see them in it'd be behind, certain people. I'd see them like, I'd see that same person 12 times in a day, seem
Yeah.
like, because they're just on the street, but I'd always see that, that angel figure, either, right behind them or standing there at the corner as they're headed toward the corner, or something like that. But and finally, I was like, hey man, you lost anybody recently or something? I go, because I keep seeing this, and I describe them, they're like, no, my nana tells me they see that person too, always around us. I go,
Wow.
and this person minded being not a very good person, really, be honest with you, but I guess they had good intentions, but it was crazy. It's been like 20 years since I've seen that.
You're an Aquarius. You're more mentally in tune, so you'll see things better, sharper. That's why I do it. But I'm a Pisces first, whatever. But yeah, but I force myself to do it and go up to people and try to find spirits around them to see if I can find Jesus again, because I have. And they always want to tell you something than just me or whatever the other person. Like, and if you got an experience and I could see it through you, and it'd be interesting. Like, did the girl that you saw that was haunting that place or whatever, did she have like brown hair up here and it's kind of curly or something?
No, she was old. She had old with she had originally had blonde hair, but it turned gray by the time. Even her ghost was old, I guess, really. But
well, I was wrong. Whatever I was saying, have you seen anybody like that?
Not for a minute. Not for a minute.
It doesn't seem. I don't know what it is. Oh well, what do you say with me or whatever? Say what you see. You see any spirits? Getting in tune.
Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I haven't really seen any of that stuff for about.
Try to see what you can say with the bubbles that we have or whatever. Or you just don't know yet if you can get it. I don't know. We could do a little experiment and try to telepathically talk to each other. Have you ever tried that? To read somebody's mind because you were interested in saying, oh, I know I can communicate this wholeheartedly way. And obviously somebody could be practicing with me instead of them being distracted by their own conscious and not unconscious crap and not even recognize that they could get up and wake somebody else up and be woken up together and see each other in spirit and talk to each other while you're alive in flesh. That's literally what we're doing.
Yeah.
And bubbles are everywhere. We can feel each other's bubbles and emotions and pick up energies and literally see them and hear them. And then spirits will come around once they know that we're listening. Like, ooh, like literally, like the spiritual can just be seen right in front of you just with a little slight of focus. And that's what literally happens. We should be practicing with our mind, seeing with our mind, strengthening our mind, exercising our mind with the ears, listening. Like, where's God, etc., etc., etc. And then you can call out to Jesus, or what good white light beings or whatever. Have you ever seen a dark being that was void of light, give you headaches and everything?
No.
Yeah. Okay. What would you do if you saw that and he goes, "I can make you powerful"? Then what would you do?
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably still just avoid it,
But what are you going to do while you're trying to avoid the bitch and he's like following you saying, I can make you powerful. And he's giving you a headache and shit. Like, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I'm one of them. I know from experience, nothing comes for free,
Exactly.
So anything they can give you, it's going to have a cost. And
so what about the angels I was telling you about that they all showed up, but the guy angel held up a ball of light trying to give it to you. What do you think about that one? And then the girl says, if you said, oh, he's got a ball of light in his hand, and she's like, oh, those are gifts. I accept them all the time or something like that. And she's like, go ahead and take it. What would you do? Like the chick who's with the angels around her. And she says that to you after you said, oh, he's got a ball of light. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is it? Because he's not telling me, you know what I mean? He's just holding it like he wants to give it to me all happily. Like, what? Is this really a gift from God, or is this like a false angel that gives you gifts and makes your spirit dressed in jewels, but you're dressed in rags? Exactly, good answer. That's what happened to me, and I said, I don't know what the fuck it is. She goes, and I said, if you accept those gifts all the time, why don't you go ahead and take it? Fuck it. But did I make a wrong decision making her take that again? One of the bought apples from the forbidden fruit or something else from the freaking angel disguise, or who knows? Because I don't know. Usually the angels, when they come, they just look like that, anyways. And it's a good light, but you still just don't freaking know because, like, you never met them, and why are you supposed to trust this from outer space beings? Hello, because there is a void of light beings that. So it's just nuts. Like, that's why people are like, oh, you should be scared of the divine being divination. You should be scared of healing people. That's what they're trying to say. Like, fucking idiots. Hide your power. Fuck you. This is magic. You can telekinetically move things with your mind, and people are too scared that we have the power and the inspiration to do that. And that's literally how we're supposed to be surviving living with our mind. We're going to pass on and we're going to forget how our senses were? I don't think so. We should combine them together, integrate them with the body. And that's what needs to be happening instead of being such a belligerent assholes, just ignoring every vibration that we come to life with. Like Helen Keller got real and everybody else is ridiculous. They're the blind ones.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So yeah, and then like, okay, I was like, what would you do in that? And then so that was a good answer. Good job. I'm trying to do your birth chart, but this phone, oh, it's charged. It charged. It did. Okay, okay, um, um, okay. So I'm not gonna say this on camera. Will you fill this out? Like what month, day, year, where you born? You know exactly what time you're born. If you don't know what time you're born, you check unknown. You know what time you're born?
Yeah, about 4:20 in the morning.
Awesome. Okay, so you just like do this for me and like pick something that you're born in, you know?
Yeah.
And then you go right there and just pick whatever. What's your favorite colors?
Blue, generally.
All right, that's right. What kind of, just any shades of blues?
Yeah.
Periwinkle blue, world blue, Cookie Monster blue, Play-Doh blue.
Yeah. I mean, I like it very bright metallic blue.
Let's see, I like blue. Groovies. Okay. And we don't want to say like the city and state, but you have to like put that on there. Wherever you were born. And then it'd be awesome. Yeah. So like, yeah, I see spirits and telepathy talk to them and stuff, and it's been a long time to find somebody who has somebody around them. That's literally a thing, like the light, the thread, just the unthread the thread through the bubble of light that we all fucking have and stuff. And it's just like unfurling the current somebody. No one can control it. No one can tell you not to see what you can see. It's ridiculous. No one tells you can't hear somebody's thought and share your mind with them. Hello, just like God and Jesus and everyone, we all share each other's mind. We can go through each other and share each other's mind because we're all one in the light. And then when there's a bunch of light demons or whatever, they get cast away with the light like an opposite magnet. And Jesus has a supernatural light that I've experienced, or whatever. So I know he has supernatural light, no matter how he was off or taken away from his body for no reason, just to show everybody there's an afterlife. But he has a supernatural presence with vibrational colored light and a plasma living bubble, or like the bubble around it is like this clear bubble, quasi stuff. I don't know when I experienced it, and it felt like jello going through it. And the inside was vibration colors of light. It was unconditional love and connections to, it's like a Wi-Fi connection. You can get more connected to spirit and just feel so good and better. And I was like, Jesus is the love child. Or I was like really hippie voice that changed. I can't make it sound like that, but I don't know.
Maybe I just spelled Florence.
Okay, hold on.
For the city and state. Florence,
Okay.
Arizona.
Okay. Okay. Is any of these near it? Like with the same time zone? Anything with the same time zone, it'll be okay. Just have to be exact. Okay, Kirby. Okay. My internet keeps going out. Hopefully it's not. It's still there. You are a Aquarius, moon in what? Guess what your moon sign's in? This is how your mother. This according to this, it means your mother made you grow up fast, and you had to probably buy your own car or something, and you probably get a job like early in your little young age for no reason because you had to. And then wait, guess what your moon sign was in because of that? It's your inner self. It's your emotions. It's your inner self. Your mind is like your Mercury. Your Mercury's in Pisces, so that's how you think you communicate. So compassion, you know, the language of heaven. Spirit, you can see spirit. Plus your intuitive Aquarius, we're in touch with aliens and everything. We are just the mind. And the sharpest mind to tell about the mind is Aquarius. Our futuristic sign of the higher self is Aquarius. Ego is ruled by Aquarius. And it's the polarity of Leo. Marsha. The narcissist is Leo. But it's Aquarius, outcast, weirdo, and has to go through all this stuff. But it's more, you know, intuitive and friendliest sign of all because it rules friendship and stuff. But your moon sign is in Capricorn. There you go. It means you're, you know. My dog's moon is in Capricorn. She's Cancer, Scorpio rising. Your Venus is in Aries, so what you want to go front with it. It's a flash of the pan in relationships. They come and go, a flash of the pan. You're the leader of all of your relationships, whatever. And then your Mars is in Virgo. You're very picky in sexual stuff because, and you like routine or something. I have no clue what this means, but it means that you can pick pieces to pit people together. You can detail them in pieces and criticize them really well. And all that fun stuff when you get mad. And you can be a psycho and you can be very shallow because of it, because it's very critical. It's a critical eye, clean eye, you know, angelic eye, whatever. Your Jupiter's in Virgo, so you can be lucky with being a farmer, turning products. But then again, you have Saturn in Virgo, you have health problems, or you always have to be strict on your health diet and stuff like that. Your dad taught you to do your chores or something and turn anything your product stuff and be a farmer, and he was critical on you or something like that. Or what? I don't know. And your Pluto's in Libra. You have secret sexual relationships, and you have Lilith in Virgo. That means you probably lived in group homes or something like that, or contradicting at home with like just whatever. I don't even know how to explain this. Your North Node is in Leo. You meant to gain this from the world, and you lack it, which is expressing yourself, being creative, and all that stuff, and just being an artist or something. You know, just being an actor, being a celebrity, doing all that, getting the attention for what you already know is Aquarius. Aquarius is what you accomplished, already teach the world. You're also Capricorn rising. Hell yes, that means you have a really pretty face, good boat structures and everything. You'll come off as very serious, evolving and stuff. And then your left eye is Aquarius. Your eye will this side, and your financial security. You probably make money off your friends or something. Your third house is in Pisces, which means you understand language heaven. You have Pisces hands, Pisces lips, Pisces lungs, and that's when you wake up. You just want to be like hippie when you wake up, but when you go to bed, you're all OCDC and want to clean and do everything organized and be like Virgo-y, because the ninth house is a Virgo. That's your philosophy. It's how you think and view of God and the servant of God and stuff like that. And then your fourth house is in Aries, so you're fun. You're like a tomboy. You like to go hiking and shit and doing the guy, good stuff, alpha stuff, fun stuff. And then your 10th house is in Libra. You look very pretty, and everyone you take a picture with in the public eye, everyone thinks that you're married to each other because you're always everybody's arm candy in a picture. Because you're very going to be well known and remembered as being beautiful and relational and bonding role and like a marriage person. Yes. Your 8th house is in Leo. You might pass away and be very famous, and also you're a heart problem, probably, because it rules the heart, and that's that. And plus, your ego dies with it every day, transforms, comes rise from Phoenix, rise from ashes, crumbles, whatever, and that keeps going. Same with your health, because your Saturn's in Virgo. You have challenges with the day-to-day routine and a health routine and all that stuff. It's forcing you to be perfect. It's annoying. And then your fifth house is in Taurus. That means you have a beautiful heart and a beautiful children. And it means you're real stable around them and stuff like that. And at parties, you're the not the chaotic one or whatever. You're the one that's stable and stuff, and sensual and beautiful and comforting and stable or whatever. And then if it's 6 houses in Gemini, so you work with your hands, like making money and stuff and communicating and transporting things. And you can do that with your siblings or something. Okay, 6, 7. You attract all these people who are intimate. You don't like you see them as different when you like Cancer. Some people are like, ew, y'all are slow, boring, quiet, and too intimate, like emotional, like get off me. I'm a Capricorn rising, identify as the Capricorn. Plus, you're also Aquarius. You want to be mental, more aware, more stimulated, and then you mess with your emotions. Even though you can disguise your emotions, you still have to be emotional. But and then your moon's in Capricorn, so it becomes desensitized and big grown up, a little feeling kind of thing, more serious. Your 11th house of Scorpio. That means you're not very attached to anybody, people, but you're the sexiest one of your friendships, or whatever, and you're the most desirable one, and all this interesting, transformative one, you know, you very intense one or whatever, I guess, and passionate one. You can resurrect people's emotions, resurrect people's friendship, and then trash it down like it never existed because it's a Scorpio psycho with their friendships. Oh my god, your 12th house is in Sagittarius. Your soul is Sagittarius, expands luck. You have psychic ability and all that. You can see spirits and everything. You're in spirit, expanding in spirit. Fuck yeah, it's like a horse feet. Hello. And your sun is in the left eye, which is the Taurus. Okay, your moon is in the rising sign, so you look like your mother, right? And then you also look like your father too, because it's Capricorn mixed with your moon. And you'll have like restrictions on how you come across on people, but it's more serious. That's how it is because it relates to your hard living, working life, or whatever it's going on. Because it does that stuff like your Mercury is in the second house. Okay, your Venus is in the third house. You like your neighbors, siblings, relationships, people. I don't know. Your Mars is in the the 8th house. So you might be a psycho, jealous person in a relationship, and a psycho, really person, like a plotter or something, a revenger when you get mad.
Yeah, I take it to extreme sometimes.
And then Jupiter's in the fucking 8th house as well, of other people's money and government property. But it's also, you have psychic medium abilities. If you put effort into it, for real, that's a real deal medium body chill person. You can tell people, like what you just said, what people look like around their environment, you know, what sheds off their body, like, you know, people, their family members, spirits, or whatever. You can pick up on it, bitch. Yes. This is exactly, I have that too. But it's a different form, with different signs, different techniques, different ways of getting it achieved. Your Saturn is in the 1X, 9th house of philosophy. So all you're doing is learn small lessons about lessons. Not that fucking hard, but like it is what that is, and it gives you opportunity to travel and takes away from you. It just gives you the opportunity to push that way, so you can just be like not attached to people anyways, because you're Scorpio bullshit. But you know, who is anybody else not loyal enough to be attached? Anyways, jerks. Just everyone living on time head. You're
I'm probably gonna have to run though because
okay.
I was in a fairly negative mind frame and this put me a little bit at ease, but I still got shit I gotta get done.
Okay, that's the
Otherwise,
story.
I feel like I'm gonna nut it out and
Toodles. Are you gonna go crazy, rocking and back and forth and stuff like Uranus is in your